Celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the X-Series camera, Fujifilm is unveiling a brand new X-Series camera that puts a very heavy emphasis on video capture, and it has an impressive feature set to back it up. This is the new FUJIFILM X-H2s. Fujifilm took some bold steps in the advancement of their video acquisition technology, and thus, the X-H2s represents an exciting future for professional videographers and filmmakers. It is safe to say this new camera was designed for professional use, thanks to features like the internal ProRes recording at 6.2K, a new tonal curve called F-Log2 with 14 stops of dynamic range, 7 stops of image stabilization for stable handheld shooting, plus external RAW video output via a full-size HDMI. These new features would make any professional videographer worth their salt stop in their tracks and reconsider their next camera upgrade, because the X-H2s can just as easily shoot an indie film or a beautiful wedding. Plus, Fujifilm is also unveiling a brand new power zoom lens that matches perfectly with this new mirrorless camera, so let's roll. The new X-H2s comes equipped with an APS-C 26.1 megapixel X-Trans5 backside illuminated sensor that just so happens to now be stacked for the first time ever in an X-Series camera. This new stacked BSI sensor places the sensor circuitry on a separate layer from the pixels and thus delivers outstanding performance because the stacked memory allows information to be read faster than your typical sensor. This new tech builds on the already tried and true X-Trans color filter array that will minimize moire and color fringing, as well as the benefits of the BSI that include improved image quality and expanded low light capabilities. Connected to the impressive new sensor is the new 64-bit X Processor 5, offering lightning-fast performance for the most demanding situations. Capable of handling vast amounts of data, the X Processor 5 delivers next-level performance enhancements in video and stills processing capabilities, alongside advanced intelligent autofocus functionality that is, according to Fujifilm, 3 times faster than Fujifilm's preceding X-T4, but a little bit more on that later. The powerful video features are what really make the new X-H2s a dream camera for both hybrid image makers and dedicated video professionals. Up to 90 minutes of footage can be recorded internally before a new clip is made at a wide range of resolutions. As mentioned, ProRes HQ can be recorded internally at 6.2K up to 30 frames per second in the full sensor open gate 3:2 ratio, which is awesome because this gives filmmakers more room to resize their image in post-production. It is also great for filmmakers who want to shoot anamorphic for their next film. ProRes HQ can also be recorded in the more traditional DCI 4K up to 60p. When recording in ProRes, the X-H2s will let you record a low-res proxy along with it to the same card. The camera will create separate folders on the memory card for easy proxy attachment in post-production. This is exciting. High-speed recording is also an option to slow down fast-moving subjects. Simply switch high-speed record to on, then select your resolution, either 4K or Full HD, and then select your shooting frame rate followed by your playback frame rate. Users can shoot DCI or UHD 4K up to 120 frames per second in H.265 long-op or all-eye codec. Users can also shoot Full HD up to 240 frames per second in ProRes internally. As mentioned, Fuji is introducing a brand new log format called F-Log2, which offers a new tonal curve for even better post-production flexibility. The new F-Log2 provides 2 additional stops of dynamic range when compared to the original F-Log1, which means users can now get an amazing 14 stops of dynamic range for an extended highlight range, perfect for cinematic acquisition that requires a smooth highlight roll-off. Please note though that F-Log1 and F-Log2 will lock users into a minimum ISO of 1250, so make sure you have an ND filter to cover your lenses. Now, to unlock the true potential of the new X-H2s, we must talk about the flexibility for external recording. Both Apple ProRes RAW and Blackmagic RAW footage can be outputted up to 6.2K to an external recorder via the camera's full-size HDMI port. This means filmmakers can record an F-Log2 with 14 stops of dynamic range in resolutions up to 6.2K in Apple ProRes RAW to an Atomos Ninja 5 Plus recorder, or in Blackmagic RAW to a Blackmagic designed video assist recorder. To me, this seals the deal and makes it the perfect indie film camera for young filmmakers. or it would make a great looking B camera because it can easily match the look of any high-end cinema camera thanks to the 14 stops of dynamic range and the ProRes RAW workflow. It can be easily rigged up for high-end video production thanks to the existing FUJINON ecosystem of cine zoom lenses like the 18 to 55mm MKX, and thus the camera can be easily rigged out for cine type productions. But it can just as easily be stripped down for a single operator, making it a very versatile camera system. The brand new autofocusing system in the X-H2s is not only quick, but also highly advanced, capable of working in light levels down to -7 EV and keeping up with both fast and erratically moving subjects. It now features subject detection autofocus, utilizing AI to deliver an unmatched autofocus performance. Whereas previous X-series models just offered face and eye detection AF, X-H2s's new subject detection AF broadens the range of identifiable subjects to further enhance focusing accuracy. The new system can identify and track cars, planes, trains, motorcycles, birds, horses, cats, and more. Furthermore, face and eye detection capabilities have been expanded to pick up hairlines, glasses, and face coverings. Does that include receding hairlines? X-H2s delivers powerful performance for professional photographers as well. So if you're a hybrid shooter who needs high-speed continuous, Fujifilm has you covered. Continuous shooting is possible at 15 frames per second when using the mechanical shutter, and up to 40 frames per second blackout-free when the electronic shutter is deployed, with zero crop, which means the X-H2s doubles the full resolution shooting speeds compared to the Fujifilm X-T4. These impressive speeds are backed up by the camera's high-capacity buffer, which allows unlimited continuous recording and writing of JPEG and RAW files to a high-speed memory card when using the mechanical shutter. As mentioned earlier, the camera's in-body image stabilization system offers an impressive 7 stops of shake reduction to give any kind of event-type shooter true versatility when shooting handheld in the field. On the camera body, you get a great EVF that has 120 frames per second refresh rate and a 5.76 million dot display for essential viewing. The LCD on the back is a 3-inch 1.62 million dot vari-angle screen for capturing those tough angles, and it features touch functionality. As mentioned, there's a full-size HDMI 2.1 output for external monitoring and recording, along with a 3.5mm mic input for external microphone usage, a 3.5mm headphone output to monitor your audio levels, a 2.5mm remote release for remote triggering, and a USB-C port for charging/powering the camera. You'll find 2 card slots. One is a CF Express Type B for those internal ProRes recordings, as well as a UHS 2 type slot that can function as either a full res backup or spillover recording. Users can purchase the new Fuji vertical battery grip separately for a better overall handheld grip, as well as further extend their usage time thanks to the 3 batteries that are being used. Another item you can purchase separately is this brand new cooling fan that attaches to the back of the camera when you have the LCD flipped out. This will keep the camera cooler more consistently, which is especially helpful when shooting in the field. Now, it would only make sense that with the release of a brand new video-centric mirrorless camera that Fujifilm would also release a brand new power zoom lens made specifically for video recording, and that is exactly what they did. Introducing the brand new FUJINON XF 18 to 120mm f4R LMPZ-WR. This marks the first X-Series XF lens that has been engineered in collaboration with the design team that is responsible for bringing FUJINON lenses to the high-end world of cinema. It is compact and lightweight, weighing only 470 grams and measuring 4.72 inches long, which makes it very versatile and tailor-made for pro-level video production. Inspired by its video production roots, it features a variable power zoom ring and lever, manual focus control ring, and a smooth stepless aperture feature that will automatically adjust the aperture depending on the scene, which is great for wedding videographers where the light is always changing. To activate it, the camera must be in shutter priority mode. On the lens barrel, it has the conventional focus ring at the front, providing manual focus control, a conventional zoom ring in the middle for manual zoom control, and at the rear is the new innovative zoom lever that offers variable zoom and focus speed depending on which mode you have activated by pressing that ZF button. This new zoom lever functions just like a zoom rocker on a camcorder, providing very smooth zoom both in and out. Perfect for live events, sports, or wildlife. There are also two custom function buttons located on the side rear of the barrel, allowing users to preset constant zoom speeds, focal lengths, or focus points. The 35mm equivalency is 27 to 183mm, which is already an impressive zoom range, but it also has a close focusing distance of 23.6 inches, all while maintaining a constant f4 aperture, making the 18 to 120mm a great all-around lens for broad range of video applications. Another cool innovation is the internal zoom design, which means the lens barrel remains the same length regardless of the focal length you choose to zoom to, making it a great match for gimbal stabilizers. This lens was built to be creative in all types of weather conditions, thanks to its weather-resistant design and fluorine-coated front and rear elements, which are designed to repel dust and moisture from the lens surfaces. And it is rated to perform in temperatures as low as -10 degrees Celsius. The constant f4 aperture, compact size and weight, minimal focus breathing, and an innovative zoom focus lever make the new XF 18 to 120mm PZ lens a fantastic option for on-the-go videographers who need complete control over their image-making process, and a perfect match for the X-H2s. Well, it is safe to say Fujifilm has now entered the mirrorless video chat. This new X-H2s offers an abundance of professional video recording capabilities and a brand new autofocus system that can recognize and track fast-moving subjects. Cinematic image makers and video professionals alike can shoot ProRes at 6.2K with 14 stops of dynamic range out of the box. I'm not really sure what else you need. Oh wait, you also get 6.2K raw output over HDMI to an external recorder. Needless to say, the X-H2s is ready for prime time. Not to mention, it still takes great photos at speeds of up to 40 frames per second and offers all the Fuji color profiles that you know and love. Plus, a brand new power zoom lens that pairs with it perfectly. So is this your next video camera? Let me know in the comments below. I'm Jake with B&H. Just keep rolling.